Welcome to another Genius Gems. I'm your host, Angela Chanowski, and I'm so excited to have today a total rock star, Jen McKee, here with me. I was just telling her before we went live, I love following her energy on social media. All that you are doing, you inspire me every single day. I'm like getting your energy through the screen. And so it's awesome to get to share some energy in the space with you today.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I love watching you on social too. The best part is social media. You get to see what people are doing.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to let you share a little bit with our audience about all the reasons why you're such a rock star, and then give us some gems about AI.
Awesome. So I'm Jen McKee. I own Keyheart Marketing. We specialize in social media for home service companies. So we do all the organic and paid things, but just on social: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We have some partners and geniuses with Unique Genius. So they help run our all the great things that we're doing. And I love posting about my journey on social media.
You do a great job of it. Okay, so what brilliance are we learning from you today?
So I have a couple things. Actually, yesterday I was on a panel, the panel was called "The Future of the Trades," but my topic was AI in marketing. So I was sitting up there with an economist and someone talking about the government, and then I was there talking about AI in marketing, which I thought was kind of fun. But I wanted to be sure to touch on a couple different things up there, so I'll kind of go that direction here. And then I have a really tangible thing that I do that I love. So that one, and what I talked about was, number one, like remembering that AI is a tool to elevate all of the people in your business. And so it's not, you don't want to think about it as like a replacement, but more so, how can you work more efficiently and make sure that the things that you're doing are more consistent? And so in one way, it can help stretch your marketing budget because you have the opportunity to listen and give real-time feedback on coaching calls. On calls, like coaching your team, on customer calls, on sales opportunities when we work with home services. So when their sales team is in the home and actually talking with the customer, there are AI tools that can listen and give feedback about, number one, like on the spot, what the customer might actually want based on what the AI is hearing, but then also afterwards. So saves the owners and the trainer so much time of having to go out there in the field, but it also allows you to get more out of the leads that you're already getting. So I think there's some great tools. The trades is really lucky to have eyes on it right now. So a lot of tech companies are paying attention and creating these incredible AI uses. Another one is data sourcing. So a lot of AI tools are coming out that are able to connect to your CRM. And of course, CRMs are evolving into this too. But right now, there's some tools that can find out the last time you were in a customer's house, the last time you've had conversations with them, the last time they reached out about a problem. And you can send personalized marketing to all of your past customers based on the relationship that you had in the future. And before this would take a person combing through all of the data, taking notes, and then passing it on to someone else, and AI can do it in seconds. So that is super cool. And then from a content standpoint, so of course, I think a lot of us use, when we think about using ChatGPT for content, or even using AI generated things for content, we're like, well, have it write me a caption, have it write me an email, have it write me a blog, have it make up this graphic for me, have it do this creation for me. And I think, again, what's so important when you're doing this is adding your own IP, right? Like the things that you know, so that it's not just coming up with it itself. That's boring. That's generic. That doesn't help elevate you as a business owner, as a person. So training AI to talk like you, to have all of the knowledge that you have, to know the strategy that you're working towards, and again, utilizing it to elevate your marketing. So those are the things that I talked about, making sure that you're keeping the people involved. Honestly, when it comes to social content, people are still really important. So using real photos and videos of people, I am not a huge fan of AI generated video like through Sora right now. It still feels really uncomfortable and not real. I know it's super fun, but if you're like actually trying to get followers and it takes either a lot of creativity and really storyboarding out something, or you just need to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So that was the first part. The second one I'll say is just like a really tangible one that I love to use ChatGPT for specifically, but really it's like that data sourcing. So I have used ChatGPT a lot as a like financial partner, really like uploading my P&L, getting all of the insight on where my money's going over periods of time. Like obviously your CFO or accounting company can help you with this, but it's been really nice for me to understand forecasting, to understand what the last 12 months looks like, what the last 6 months looks like. If I add this amount of clients, how many people do I need? And then what are my profit margins going to look like if I keep doing things like this? And so that for me is really hard to like understand on my own. So being able to ask the questions to ChatGPT after uploading my data it's so fun for me. I feel like it's really fun to play around with different ideas, and it's fast and it's simple, easy. I will say, know that even though with a paid version you can turn on security features, but yes, I'm still uploading my data into OpenAI. So there is that like be careful part of it, but that's one of my favorite ways to use it.
Oh, I love that. That's a definite like eye opener. I haven't thought of that. And I want to use ChatGPT for that. Because how powerful, because you can keep asking it questions. And I think you're right. Like it's important to have your accountant, your bookkeeper, your CFO.
Yeah, and AI can lie sometimes. So sometimes you do have to like check it. Like, but
you can ask it so many questions. I'm thinking that, like you said, like you can make decisions like, what if I stay on this path? Or what if I did this? And instead of
yeah,
always relying on emotions, I think a lot of visionary entrepreneurs don't like to look at their numbers
yeah,
because it's scary. But instead of relying on emotion, you can like put in scenarios and get real-time feedback on like, would this be valuable? Like, what's this going to do to, if I make this decision, what's it going to do to our company?
yeah.
Possibly.
And it's like fast math, and you don't have to have formulas or like lay it out the right way. Like my brain doesn't work like an Excel sheet. So it's hard for me to sit there and be like, okay, let me work this out. So instead I can be like, oh, okay, so if I add this many clients at this amount and this many at this amount, and I'm paying people this amount, and then, oh, I forgot, like we're gonna invest in this month. And so add that in there. And it's like so much easier for me. It's like it has my past data. I'm telling it what I'm thinking about the future. And then I can get like a really great, but then I go and check it with my CFO. Like, is this right?
Oh, I love that. We had another person on that said they have a whole virtual board of directors
Yeah.
there's a whole panel that they have that's, they've developed a board of directors. And this is another like advanced example of that. So
Yeah, yeah. I'll say something else I learned that was really helpful for me when creating custom GPTs. ChatGPT is my favorite LLM, but when creating custom GPTs, create them for specificity, not broad things. So, like create one specifically for creating a content calendar and give it like your strategy, your services, what is going on, like train it to ask you what's going on that month, to ask what month it is, like all of these things. Just one thing. Don't have it be like your broad business that does your marketing, that does your finances, that does your HR, that does like that. It needs, when you're creating a custom GPT, if you give it like very specific things, like we have a custom GPT that writes ad copy and it's trained with all of the past converting ad copy that we have. So it's like so specific. It knows exactly what it's supposed to do and it can get much better results.
I love that. And a lot of people I don't do that. I think like create the generic one that's their voice, right? That their
Yeah.
chat be like, that was the first step. That was a novelty. And then they stopped there. Like they used all
Yeah.
their like everything and taught it your voice. And if that's your brand voice and it's you and you've done that you can duplicate that into other
Yeah.
bots, then so it does know your brand voice. It's going to talk like you, but then, like you said, specific.
Yeah.
Um,
Make them
because
specific.
otherwise you're polluting it with
Well,
the wrong.
yeah, then it would be more likely to like go off track or not do exactly what you want it to. They work really well when it just does one thing.
I love that. We'll have all kinds of custom bots. Your left side of your thing should be absolutely full of channels.
Seriously. Yeah, for sure. I know we have one just for TikTok captions, like very specific.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you for your brilliance. I took so many notes from it in the beginning too. And I think every person on here has said, so I love that you echoed it. Like, this is not meant, people that are using AI are using it correctly and powerfully aren't trying to just cut people out of the equation. You're trying to magnify the strengths of the team that you have. And like, how do we
Yeah.
make everybody on our team have superpowers because of AI?
Right. And think about efficiency as not dropping the ball. So when we are able to rely on computer programs, AI to do the same thing the same way every time, like that helps us be more efficient and consistent in our business.
Yeah. I love that. Well, thank you so much, Jen, for sharing with us today and always being like such a bright light. You guys, if you do not follow her on social media, I highly recommend. She has an incredible podcast, puts out so much great personal brand content and so much value that not only inspires us, but we learn from every day. So you can find more gems daily from her.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yes. And that's another episode of Genius Gems. Join us next time.